I've arrived at 55 Cancri E, a planet that feels like it has been torn apart by its own violent nature. From the moment I set foot on the surface, it's clear that this world is a chaotic, broken landscape, a place where destruction reigns supreme. The ground beneath me is a patchwork of jagged, fractured pieces, as if the planet has been shattered into fragments and then fused back together by unimaginable forces. It's a world in constant turmoil, where molten rivers of lava flow through the cracks, casting an eerie, fiery glow that cuts through the thick darkness. The constant volcanic activity, combined with the planet's proximity to its star, creates a hellish environment where the heat is unrelenting, and the ground itself feels unstable, as though it could shift and break apart at any moment. It's hard to imagine a more hostile place. This is a world where life never had a chance to take root, a planet shaped entirely by destruction. Navigating through this fractured landscape is a challenge. The jagged terrain makes every step feel precarious, and the rivers of molten lava seem to flow endlessly, cutting across the surface in a fiery web. The heat radiates from the cracks in the ground, intensifying with every step I take, and the constant roar of volcanic eruptions echoes through the air. It's as if the planet is alive with its own violent energy, constantly shifting and reshaping itself in an endless cycle of destruction and chaos. The atmosphere is thick and oppressive, filled with swirling clouds of ash and toxic gases. The landscape seems to shift in and out of focus as the smoke obscures the view. The eerie red glow of the lava is the only consistent source of light, illuminating the fractured ground in an otherworldly, unsettling way. Every breath I take inside my suit feels heavy, as though the planet itself is weighing down on me. There's no life here, no signs that life could ever have existed in such an environment. 55. Cancri A is a place where the very elements seem to conspire against the possibility of survival. The volcanic activity, the extreme heat, the constant flow of lava. It's all too hostile, too violent for anything to take hold. This world was doomed from the beginning, torn apart by its proximity to its star and its own internal forces. As I explore this shattered world, I can't help but feel a growing sense of despair. This is just one more dead world in a universe filled with them. The hope of finding life, some trace, some sign of existence, feels increasingly distant with every planet I visit. 55. Cancri A, with its molten rivers and fractured landscape, is a stark reminder that the universe is not just empty, but often violently inhospitable. Life, it seems, is a rare and fragile thing, constantly threatened by the forces of destruction that shape these worlds. The more I explore, the more I realize that this planet is not just broken on the surface, it's broken in spirit. The chaotic energy of 55 Cancri A makes it feel like a world that is constantly fighting against itself, a planet that has never known peace. The fractured terrain, the lava, the ash, it's all a reflection of a world that has been torn apart from within, a planet that could never sustain the calm, nurturing conditions required for life. As I prepare to leave, I find myself lingering for a moment, watching the rivers of lava flow through the cracks in the surface. The glow of the molten rock is mesmerizing, but it's also a reminder of the constant destruction that defines this planet. The search for life continues, but as I leave 55 Cancri E behind, I carry with me the weight of its brokenness, a reminder that for every world filled with life, there are countless others torn apart by forces beyond our control. The universe is vast, and I know there are still many worlds left to explore, but with each new discovery, the possibility of finding life feels more and more remote. 55. Cancri E is a world of destruction, a planet shattered by its own violent forces, and as I move on, I can't help but wonder, how many more dead worlds will I find before I finally discover one that's alive?